Hey guys, it's Brenda, and I wanted to come to you and just kind of have a little conversation. I'm also going to do quite a few hauls. I went to Bath and Body Works yesterday, and this bag is so full. You're going to die when you see all the stuff that I got. I also have my Ipsy bag. I bought this teeth whitening kit that I wanted to show you. I got it off of Groupon. And then I also have my Pop Sugar box. So I'm going to be doing like 5 videos today, but I wanted to start out and kind of do a little bit of an update and tell you how I'm feeling. I've been thinking about this video all morning because there's some interesting like emotional things that have been going on with me. Probably for the past couple months. I always tend to have a hard time around the holidays. I miss some of my family members, and it was just always a really stressful time. It seems when I was growing up, there's always stuff going on, and it just kind of brings back this anxiety. And plus, it was so crazy, and I was going for that position at work, which I didn't get, and just I feel like, you know, it's about 7 months since my hysterectomy, and I'm really starting to feel like my hormones are changing, or that I'm starting to notice it more. And maybe it's something that, you know, like a trigger when your anxiety is already really high. It's dark and dreary outside, and it just kind of sneaks up on you. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that and some of the things that I've noticed recently that I don't know if I'm more aware of it or if I've just like finally said, okay, this is an issue. But I wanted to share it with you because I know that there's quite a few people on here who have watched since my hysterectomy, just watched my update videos and subscribed to me recently. So I would say probably, and this is normal for me, right around my birthday. So around November 15th, I always start having this anxiety about the holidays. And I love Christmas, and the holidays, I really do. But there's this feeling that I get around Christmas that you know, I want to make it special for everybody. I want to make everything perfect, right? And you know, I decorate, and I would just want it to look right. And I put a lot of pressure on myself. And I've also done that at work. And as a lot of you know, work, I really thought I was going in one direction, and that's changed, which is okay. But it does create some anxiety also. And I've never really dealt, I mean, I have noticed that, I feel anxious at this time of year. But I think now, after my hysterectomy, I know that I'm starting to go into menopause. I know my hormone levels have really dropped. Like 3 months after surgery, I had them tested, and normal women, hormone levels are over 30. And at that time, which was about 4 months ago, I was at 12. And so that's like premenopausal. I'm not in any medication for that. I've just been trying to deal with it on my own and see what happens. But lately I've just had this kind of this pressure, like this feeling, and I think it had, you know, as you went into the holidays and then the stuff with my work. If you can hear a lot of noise, it's my dog, and he has a cone on his head, and he's just slamming into everything thinking that the cone's going to pop off, but we had to duct tape it, or he kept making it pop off. So he just keeps ramming into everything, so I apologize. I think maybe when, you know, we are having hormonal issues, there are certain triggers that can make that come on stronger. One of the things I've noticed that's a major trigger that never was a trigger for me before, I've never been a heavy drinker, but when I did drink, I could drink a lot and not get really drunk. I've always had a really high tolerance. So since my hysterectomy, though, I cannot drink that much. And if I do drink like what I would think that would be my normal drink, like maybe 4 or 5 drinks throughout a night, like a 5-hour period, maybe a drink an hour, sometimes a little bit more than that, depends on what I was doing. But you have to remember, I'm a bigger gal, and I've always had a really high tolerance to alcohol. So when I do socially drink, I'm drinking about a drink an hour. But what I've noticed, there's been probably 3 instances where I've drank maybe 3 drinks, and I can really feel it, and the way that I react is different. And alcohol now tends to make my emotions really strong. Either if I'm sad at that moment, then I'll be really sad. Or if I'm happy, I'll be really happy. And I didn't used to have that type of a fluctuation with alcohol. So I'm kind of, where I won't drink and maybe have 1 drink, like a glass of wine or something, but drinking 3 or 4 drinks in a night, just I don't think is a good idea. I think it's affecting me differently since my hysterectomy. So I would love to hear if anybody else has had this problem that's had a hysterectomy, if it changed how alcohol affects them or how their body metabolizes alcohol. Whether you, after a hysterectomy, you cannot get a buzz or get drunk, or the extreme opposite where all of a sudden you do get drunk really easy. I know it's weird, but it's just that's something that I noticed, especially over the holidays, because you're going out and you're having drinks and you're partying with friends, and so I usually drink a little bit more during that period than I would normally throughout the year. I also want to apologize. My contact lens is really bugging me. So if it looks like I'm blinking a lot, it's just because that's another thing that's been going on. I've been wearing contacts, and I've noticed that my eyes get really super dry, or it's just there's days when I can't even put the contacts in. My eyes just are not gonna accept it. So, and that's changed also, just how tears or how sensitive my eyes are. Let's think. I used to have like where the dark, like once you're in, like right after the holidays through to probably end of February, March-ish, it's just so dark and dreary and rains a lot here that it really affects my moods, and I'll just want to like lay on the couch all day and do nothing, and I really have to force myself to get out there. I have noticed that seems to be a little bit stronger, or it hit me a little bit earlier this year, probably because of the anxiety that I went into the holidays with. So I just wanted to put it out there. I'm not trying to, I don't want to boo-hoo on the video, but I do want those of you who have been watching me or who have recently had a hysterectomy or researching this, that I would love to hear if these are things, or if you've noticed any other changes, that since you had a hysterectomy. If you have any questions that you'd like me to answer from my experience, please, leave them below. And I'm going to post this, and then I'm going to do some haul videos that will be a lot more exciting than this, I'm sure. But I just wanted to give you an update. On my weight. I've also noticed that it's harder to bring my weight down. And I was trying to cut out caffeine and coffee, and I'm sorry, I get really bad headaches without caffeine, because I'm really susceptible to headaches, and I like coffee. So, I've found that that's like my big thing. Like if I'm eating really healthy, I have to go and eat really healthy. If I start cheating or doing things that I consider not on my plan, then in my mind it's like, oh well, there you go. Now you've done it. So you can just go crazy and eat whatever you want. And I don't want to do that to myself. Like I said at the beginning, this is kind of a trial and error thing. I want to eat healthy, be healthy, but also be happy. And if coffee is something that's going to help me do that, especially having my coffee in the morning, then see my coffee cup. It says mornings aren't pretty, and then it's got Minnie on. Isn't that cute? It's a donut. So, you know, if coffee makes me happy, then so be it. But I hope that you're all having a good weekend, that you're having a great holiday weekend. This is a 3-day holiday for all of us. So hopefully you also have a 3-day holiday to celebrate Martin Luther King Day.